VAR.
That's what I was like. When that quarterback was talking, I was like, man, I wouldn't even do that in practice. I wouldn't even do that in practice. And I can run a little bit, and I still wouldn't.
Well, talk about that. When you saw that, what was going through your mind?
I felt scared for him, the quarterback. It's not smart to talk to AB like that. I mean, surely as a quarterback, I mean, he's going to get to you one way or another. So, and he got to him.
How important was it to stretch the ball down the field in this game?
Huge. I think that's a big part of this offense, and I think making safeties play honest on what they're doing. I think teams are trying to stop this offense by playing the safeties real low at about 10 or 12 yards. So, we have to make sure those safeties get back there, and if they don't, then we got to take shots on them.
Is it just more a factor of the matchup in the last 2 weeks before that you guys couldn't get the ball down the field? This week?
I believe there was a lot of matchups we picked on this week, but at the end of the day, I honestly believe our receivers, no matter who we're going up against, can really do what they're supposed to, getting downfield, and I just got to give them an opportunity.
Did you think it had something to do with your O-line this time around? They really sort of step up, get a lot of protection.
Yeah, they did a great job this week. But they're coming around. They're doing great. They're going to do big things, and I give a lot of credit to them. I was in the pocket, just sort of chilling back there.
Hitting that deep ball to Devin, is the long ball something that you can just get one play and then things are just kind of clicking again, or is that the kind of thing you need to build consistently from the game?
It's all consistency. I think the main thing with even in an offense, I think, is consistency and understanding that if a defense is going to try to play low on you, you got to be able to consistently hit a deep ball and take shots at deep ball. And it may not even be you're going to complete it every time, but letting the defense know that we're going to take chances throwing deep and taking those shots.
After being able to hit that one, you just feel a little bit more confident going forward with that kind of thing, or is it just a matter of time?
No, it's all hit and miss. I think sometimes you can miss a couple, and then sometimes you'll hit a couple. So I mean, it's all there. We just gotta make sure we hit the ones that we need to.
Where does that rank up there in some of the best TD passes of your career?
That was pretty sweet. It was pretty sweet. I enjoyed that one. I don't know about rankings, but it was high. It's up in the top 5 right now.
I think that was the longest of yours at UCLA. Have you had a longer one? Did you have a longer one in high school? Or?
I don't think so. To be honest, I was pretty bomb right there. I was pretty bomb.
How well the offensive line is playing, does that give you more confidence to maybe hold on to the ball a little bit longer? Do you actually feel that?
Yeah, the O-line played so well, and credit to them again. I think just being able to feel comfortable in the pocket and know that I can go through my reads progressively and just get the ball out of my hands and help them make their job easier.
From your perspective, how's Devin progressing as a receiver in his second year?
Huge. And I mean, I think everybody can see that as far as he came from last year to this year. He's made huge strides in his game and picked up his in working on his assets and abilities. So, he's coming on. He's going to be a great receiver for us.
Are there any differences specifically you can notice in him?
I mean, he has a different step to him. I mean, I know when he's out there running, he's more smarter. Now we sort of have that better connection of knowing where he's going to be and sort of know how he's going to run his route and where he's going to be at and stuff like that, and what I'm looking for as far as where he's supposed to be at.
You talked about having that connection. Did you notice that really for the first time this past Saturday, or what was the difference, I guess, with you?
Yeah, I think this whole year we've sort of had it, but this game really showed just how strong it was. I mean, just knowing where he's going to be and understanding his depth and everything, and he's knowing where I'm looking at what time and, where at down the field. So it's really come a long way.
Have you started looking at Arizona yet? What do we expect out of their defense?
I know they're a pretty good defense. So we're going to get in the film room today and start on them. We had to finish off the Colorado film, going over that and getting all this stuff from there and learning from that game. And now we're on the U of A. So we're going to look at their defense a little bit, check it out, and then from there get our game plan set and get ready for this Saturday.
When you threw that pass up to Devin, did you know right away that it was going to be a good one, or is that something where you kind of hope while it's in the air?
To be honest, I'm every one I try to throw, it's always hoping. There are some where you're like, oh shit, all right, let's see where this goes. But at the same time, that one, it felt good coming out the hand, and he ran a nice route, and I got the ball to him and went for the score.
Do you have any concerns going into Saturday against Arizona?
No, not really. As long as we stay on our plan, defense does what they have to do, which they will. And we just stick to the game plan. Everything will work out fine.
I know your dad kind of squashed this, but can you give your take on the whole Jay-Z thing?
Rock Nation? Yeah. To be honest, I have no idea. I mean, I guess stuff like that happens. I was talking to the coaches about that. So, I guess when you have a decision to make, I think people just throw out stuff like that. So that's where it is.
So you've never had any contact or anything like that?
No.
caught you listening to Jay-Z on your iPhone or something.
Yeah, La Familia, man. It's a great song. Just check it out.
Is that the song you play before games get you up?
I actually do. That's the funny thing. I actually do.
How different do you feel like this offense is when you guys have that threat of the downfield pass? That you guys are confident, you know you can get it down 20 yards down the field whenever.
I think that's really key in this offense, and I think in order to have the success and the movement of this offense, you have to be able to have that deep ball threat. Just because with this offense, if you play everybody low, I mean, obviously you can stop the short and intermediate throws and the runs and stuff like that with having linebackers just fill the gaps and safeties come down and fill run support. So you have to be able to push the defense back and make sure they're covering the whole field rather than just a mere 15 yards of it.
Could you notice after that pass that maybe they were backing up a little bit?
And that's what the goal of this offense is to do. I mean, if they come up, we're going to go deep. If they stay deep, then we're just going to do what we do best, and that's move the ball down the field.
There's a lot of pressure going into the next couple weeks. What are you doing to relax?
Man, to be honest, I just sort of keep to myself a lot. I think that's one thing as a quarterback you have to understand. Just sort of quieting down social media, all that stuff, and just finishing off the season strong.
Do you watch NFL games on Sunday, and do you pick up anything from those games at all?
Yeah, I try to watch a lot. I didn't get to check out really anything yesterday, but it honestly helps now knowing the game and understanding it as well as I do. I think being able to watch those games and understand, sort of read a defense and stuff like that, and just sort of pick up on little things and sort of watching other quarterbacks and see how they carry themselves.
Good.